All right, head coach Jim Brewer wrapping up the cross-country season for the men and the women in 2011. Jim, talk about the evolution of your squads from when you got here to the end of the season.
Sure, you bet. Yeah, it's been a kind of a challenging and a growing season for us. And when I came down here in July, we basically had one returning athlete on the team that we were able to put on the starting line. And so our first race for our men and women, we were pretty small. We started 2 women and 2 men, and just really focused on trying to build the men and women's team so that we would have a full team at least by the conference meet. Halfway through the season, our women, we were able to have it's kind of a highlight for us at the Vanguard meet, but we were able to have 9 women on the starting line, and they placed 6 out of 11 teams, so that was pretty cool for us. I was kind of beyond what we expected, and then again, they just continued to run well at the conference meet. They were 8 out of 9 teams, and we had a full team there again. And then on the men's side, we didn't run a full men's team until the conference meet, but our guys really stepped it up. They managed to, again, beat a team in the conference, which was pretty cool for us, and it's just exciting to have a full team and kind of start some new traditions.
All right, and talk a little bit about what went well for you guys this year and what you like to see go better in the future, maybe going forward.
Sure. Well, what went well for us was just how well I think our athletes ran overall. Most everybody on the team set personal records, either season's best or lifetime best. We had some athletes that improved almost as much as 3 minutes, close to 3 minutes on the women's side, which is pretty significant. And then on the men too, we had some nice improvements as well there. We were happy with just how our men and women ran throughout the season. They really just worked hard and gave it their best, and we tried to represent Concordia well, so I was pretty pleased with that. But too, what was nice is just some of the traditions that we started with the green and gold inter-squad meet here on campus, kind of kick off the season, as well as doing some other awards like the Screaming Eagle Award to recognize somebody on the team that did something either selflessly or really just tried to step up and make a good run at a meet. For example, Rick Avila, our top runner, he went ahead and kind of sacrificed one of his races to help a teammate hopefully run a personal best time and to be able to compete well, and so that was pretty neat to see. Some of the things I'd like to see go better for next year is obviously I'd like to have a little bit more depth with our teams and see us be able to be a little bit more competitive within the conference and even just in the area as well. And I think we'll do that because we have some really good recruits coming in as early as this spring, and we're really working on trying to bring in some more quality people for the fall too.
All right, touching a little bit on the season that Rick Avila had, he finished great at Nationals and was selected a NAI All-American. Talk a little bit about his season.
Yeah, he had a great season. It was a really good start for him. He's still a pretty young runner, hasn't done much in terms of distance. In fact, when he ran at UCI Riverside, which was his first cross-country meet for us, our second meet of the season, that was his first real competitive 8K, and he ran 24:49. And it's like, wow, it's known to be a fast course, but we were really surprised just how well he ran there. I believe he placed 5th overall, 30th out of close to 350 runners. So he started off really well. We didn't have him race too much. We had him do about 4 races, that's including the national meet. And he just continued to really maintain a high performance and really set a good example for his teammates, just out there working really hard, doing the little things, as well as just setting a good example at practice. And then to be able to run at the national meet and come in and place 20th and also set a personal record on a pretty tough course, running 24:39 was really impressive. We were excited about how well that race went for him.
All right, and just talk a little bit about going into next year, how you feel about both your programs.
Well, I'm excited because we're not losing any distance runners. We will be graduating some athletes that stepped over from track to help the women's team, which we'll miss them, but at the same time we're going to have all our distance runners returning, and I think we have some really good recruits coming in, And so with just some of the traditions that we've tried to establish and the quality of athletes that we have here, just really good students, good athletes. I'm looking forward to continuing to work with them this next track season as well as next cross country season.
All right, obviously a very exciting time for cross country this season. Thanks for taking some time to talk.
You bet.